welcome back to another video. So today I'm gonna be telling y'all like what happened in the event yesterday. And yeah, because like the event yesterday, it was like so much at once, like not a lot of people, like if y'all were watching the video then y'all could see, but you know, y'all couldn't actually see everything like that because you know, I was the one who was playing. You know, if y'all wanted to see the right, y'all couldn't because I was the one playing. So now I'm gonna go what happened, start beginning to end. So yeah, let's go right into it. Alright, I need to find the llama. Okay, found the llama. Now we just have to, you know, just get this llama. Alright, we got a llama. Oh, I'll take it. Alright, I have some max, so now I can go to agency. And that's where most of the stuff happens. So yeah. And I will need more max, so I will just get this llama as well, because why not, you know, we need more max. Okay, we got 2 launch pads, that's good. Ooh, yeah, I'll take that. Yeah. Alright. Now we just go over the agency. Alright. So the first thing that happened was that, like, alright, hold up. Alright, so the first thing that happened was there were like, so if y'all remember, I was talking about like the tunnels. Hold up, let me just bring y'all to the tunnels where I was normally talking about. Hold up, there's another one there as well. Alright, there should be a boat there. Oopsie. Okay. Alright, hold up. Okay, so this tunnel opened like the day before the event, and then as y'all can see it closed. But yeah, so what happened was, first what happened was we were just standing there, you know, we couldn't hit anyone or we couldn't eliminate anyone. So yeah, we were just standing there, and all of a sudden we heard Midas, like, you know, talking to his henchmen, and boom, out of nowhere his voice just became in surprise and being like, oh my god, what, like, you know, like the pitch just changed into like, oh yeah, like casual pitch, and then oh my god, like what, how, like how, it was that type of pitch. And like he was shocked, and we heard like he was like, I don't know, like he was like, then we heard him like ask, it was like, oh, asking for help, something like that. But yeah, he couldn't, like he was like, help, like his voice, like y'all have to go in the video. So before y'all watch this video, actually go watch my other video on the event. So y'all have to like watch the video, and y'all can hear like his pitch saying like, you know, like help, like that. And yeah, and then all of a sudden rocket, like a spaceship just came out of this one, and then all of the other tunnels, all of the other 5 tunnels, and then like we were standing on agency, like on top of it, and all of a sudden, a huge rocket, like at the end of like at the end of chapter 1, if y'all remember, the huge rocket, like not the rocket, spaceship, I don't know what to call it, it came up, it was exactly like that. So, and I was like, hold up, what? What is this? And then we went, all of a sudden we went into someone's office, first person view, and he was just talking like, oh sir, I'm really sorry, like apologizing. I think he was like Midas's assistant or something like that, and worked for him. That's all I know. He worked for Midas, actually in the agency, which Midas is the boss here, so he would work for Midas, right? Alright, yeah. So, and then, you know, and then like all of a sudden the rocket exploded, and then we went back, and then, so, actually, no, actually, then, so like these stuff out of the rocket, so like the stuff like at the tunnel, like the small rockets, I'll call these small rockets that were in the tunnel and the big rocket right here. So the big rocket like went into like all the tunnels. There's something pushing at like a beam or something like that, going to the small rockets and then pushing at the storm. So it'll hit the storm, and all of a sudden, then like all of a sudden I saw like a big great white, not like a megalodon, I would say like a great white, like a normal sized great white, but you know, it's huge. I've never seen one. So yeah, and then yeah, so that happened, and I was like, okay, so sharks are in the game, you know, because people were talking about like sharks would come in the game and stuff like that, and I was like, are sharks actually coming in the game? Like what? Like I didn't actually think it would come in the game. And then like a tree came, like I saw a tree, so I was like, hold up, like what? There's a tree. And then I thought like a hurricane. And then, you know, after that we went into the office, and you know, he came in the office, he was saying like sorry, and yeah, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, I'm sorry, we didn't know the explosion will be this bad. And then boom, and then he came in the office and he was like, can y'all hear me? And then we went back, and then in time, I don't know, like how should I say, like we went back into the match, and then the rocket exploded, and then I realized that, hold up, did Midas know, like Midas know that it would explode? And what he said was like, we didn't know it would explode this badly. So they knew it would explode. So they were ready, but they didn't know it will explode this badly. And then when it exploded, this is the outcome. So this is the outcome. Like we didn't know there was like a boiling water, I would say, because it's like there's like I don't know, the white clouds coming up. It's like, yeah, okay, I'll just call it light clouds, just like it, okay, like that, okay. And yeah, it's definitely boiling, but it's alright, you know. And then boom, the rockets went like, after that I went to see like, oh, where are the rockets? Boom, they weren't there. So I was like, okay, they might have just gone back or something. And then the hatches, they sealed again. And I was like, what? Why did they seal again? Like, why? So I was a little confused. So yeah, yeah, so the hatches went back to sealing again. You know, they were normal. And so yeah, and that's how the live event just ended. Like, it was like, okay, so And the storm now, if you go, and there's one more thing, the storm. Now a lot of people were saying sharks will come in the game, and then all of a sudden I saw like like the ocean thing that you would see on the bottom. I saw that, and I was like, hold up, what? Ocean? This isn't supposed to be right, is it? And then the ocean, and then I saw and then I looked up, there's nothing there, and then I looked here, and then boom, the ocean was there. It was like a tsunami, I would say. Like, y'all can see it, like right there. Hold up, I'll just bring y'all to it. Like, it was like a whole tsunami. So yeah, that happened, and I was like, that's crazy, like a tsunami just happened. And then I ended the video there, because then after like 1 minute or 2 or 3 minutes later, like I was still in the game, and all of a sudden I saw like a animal, a sea animal, and I was like, what? Sea animal? And there was like fishes in there, and I was like, wow. And then more sea animals started coming in there. I can't just name all of them, I only know all the sea animals, but yeah. And then yeah, I haven't seen so many sharks, but yeah, that's pretty much all I've seen. And what I really hate about the event and what happened was that the storm. I really hate the storm. The first storm was better because, like, pretend like you're playing duos, okay? And your buddy is in storm, and he just, like, his reboot card is in there, and the reboot card is in there, and you can't take it, because what happened is that now you start flying, like you start going up, like, which is, which happens. It's realistic, and I like how Fortnite put realistic stuff, but then at the same time you can't take the reboot card, so it's kind of like, this is the worst storm. Like, we'd rather have a better storm than this. So yeah, I would rather have the other storm than this storm, because that other storm, if the reboot card was still in there, then like y'all can see right now, the tsunami. Why I call it a tsunami is because it's so high, and yeah, so yeah, a normal wave wouldn't be that high, would it? So yeah, and that's how it ended. I really don't like the storm, but yeah, that's what happened. The worst update that could possibly ever happen for Fortnite would be the storm thing that happened, because that's just it's not a good storm. No one likes it. Like, so I played with my friends, and I asked their opinion, and they said no, they didn't like it, because I didn't ask them, like, oh, but I could see, like, oh, they knew that it wasn't good. It wasn't a good storm. And yeah, that's how it ended, and that's how the event ended. And yeah, that's just what happened. Oh yeah, one more thing. Midas went into shadow. So what I'm thinking happened was, one of the shadow bosses, I don't know, like, one of the shadow bosses, they went into, like, they went at the place where they went to agency, and, said to Midas, like, hey, like they fought Midas and made him go into Shadow, and now the henchmen, they're Shadow. So yeah. And I think like everyone's gonna turn to Shadow now, because like I think like how like because you know, because I think people are voting for Shadow more than Ghost. So yeah, Shadow's probably gonna win. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And yeah, if y'all can, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.